Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sir Drink Salon. On with my health lock. Well, I look like an orb. You see that? I play way too much Phasmo. Well, excuse me. I haven't been. I have friends that have been playing. And they complain they don't play with them. I watch them. For those of you who are interested, I occasionally, not always, occasionally will join Kit LaFang on her Phasmo streams late at night, usually about 9 or 10 or so. So check Kit_LaFang in Twitch. Usually she'll do her stuff later on in the night. You'll see her point of view, but you'll hear me, Mr. LaFang, and Yukiko, and we're all kinds of fun. I don't play as much with them as they want. Most of the time, because it's so late, if I play with them, it's gonna get to be midnight or 11:30, and I've been trying to go to bed earlier. But anyway, so let's talk turkey, shall we? And by turkey, I mean diabetes. That's right. Type 2 diabetes. Which, I mean, it's not like I didn't know. Let's all be clear. Come to find out I'm a little anemic, which is a bit weird, but a little bit. So they're going to keep an eye on it. That's just the first lab. All this is just the first lab. But they've got me on metformin. I might end up repeating myself a few times because I'm never quite sure what I've shared. I don't want telemedicine. Well, okay, metformin is kind of like the old go-to for most people. And I take it twice a day. Man, I tell you what, I either had an upset stomach. They say that, oh geez, the metformin, the side effects can be all kinds of things. But I was not feeling too well in the morning anyway. But usually I figured it was just morning blondness, and it could have been. But took my blood sugar and made some breakfast. Ate breakfast. My doctor had said to take my blood sugar first thing in the morning after fasting, which basically means going to bed at night and waking up in the morning. Then I took my metformin with my meal, which was a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, handmade, a little bit of mayo, and I was fine. My stomach was a little upset early in the morning, just kind of blah, like before I took the pill, and but later on that morning, my stomach was hurting. I was nauseous. I had cold sweats. But then I feel after expelling certain amounts, then throw up, no vomiting. But just feeling really, really gross. Feeling like I might be sick. I finally ended up going to the bathroom again, like 3 times that morning. But after that one, okay. I felt fine. I felt okay. I felt better. I felt like it was good. And then I was great all the rest of the day. I had a Coke, but I ended up watering it down. I filled the cup with ice and some water, like a little bit of water at the bottom with ice, and then I poured in Coke over it, so it's like watered down Coke, like a little carbonation. But and I kind of nursed that Coke for like 4 hours in the morning. Whatever, it was just kind of like, and I needed a little bit of just something to drink. I had several big glasses of water. And my blood sugar, when I had my lunch after that, blood sugar was kind of high, but not like, definitely not above like, horrible ranges or anything. Most of my stuff has been under 180. Actually, it's been like under 170, 175. That's like the highest it's been the last times I've checked it ever. I mean, so far I haven't had any higher than that, which is nice. But then again, I haven't had it any lower than 152, so that range. And honestly, like I said, it's been fine. I'm going, like I said, I want to cut down on the sugars that I am taking in, and then also I want to cut down on some of the sodiums that I'm taking in as well. But like I said, for the sodium thing, it was really like 1 or 0.2 over the range. Still high. So cutting back, cut back on using salt in cooking, and basically what I drink. So, but like I said, at work we have just horrible water. The filters are okay. It's just, I don't know. Like after drinking the water after a while, my throat gets kind of dry. It's a bit weird sounding to me say that, but like I said, but let's see. I ended up going to dinner with a friend of mine, and we ate Chinese. I had this chicken rice bowl, brown rice, I think. It wasn't steamed rice. But and then when I went home and I checked, I was in the 150, a little bit over 150 range. So yeah. I don't know. Doing good, which is good. And I am actually working. I didn't get a chance to do any workouts yesterday. I don't know if you want to know about that or anything. I've just been, one of the things that I want to start doing is, I have a exercise bike, which I need to start using. And I have some audiobooks that I have now, which are going to be really helpful. Either that, or I might go to the. I might set up for a gym or something. I don't know if I would record in a gym. I'm not a big fan of that. Most likely, what I just end up doing is cardio for a little bit, and maybe then after some time work on my maybe do weights or something. But my morning, I have a morning exercise. I do about anywhere between like at the beginning of the week I start small, then at the end of the week I get big again. I don't really do much over the weekend, which I need to do. Just some small arm exercises with the 10-pound weights that I've got. Just simple repetition, up to 50 or more, and then just kind of ramp up a little bit as the week kind of progresses a little bit. And I've been starting to do that for a little bit, for a couple of weeks now. Also, I have some like leg exercises, just stretches. I also do some toe curl things, like 50 times, in the morning. Just make sure everything's curling properly. But I mean, it's just getting into it and trying to work on it, and then learning. They finally took it down? Interesting. Okay, so there's this update on my life in general, but there's a gas station that I usually go to. It's a Chevron, and it had a cover over it for a long time, but it was lopsided. and they finally took it down. I was actually worried they were taking out the gas pumps to begin with and just turning the gas station into a little tiny little gas station, a grocery store that you would normally find at a gas station. But, yeah. But the pumps are still there. I don't know if they're going to revamp the pumps and then put up a new cover, which would be nice. It'd probably be a good idea for that to get done. I just hope they don't close down that particular store. Even though, honestly, down the hill, like less than a mile away, is like an Exxon with a pizza place on it, and a dry cleaner, and then a McDonald's, and Kroger's. So it's not like anybody losing anything, but it's near the subdivisions and stuff, so it gets a lot of local traffic too. For like, they have wine in the back. And they do some grocery stuff, like there's some breads and milk. They don't have eggs or anything, but they have flour, ramen noodles, but or ramen. Well, not wrong. I guess ramen should be ramen in Korean. Anyway, but yeah. Let's see. There's that. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but I had an issue with the vehicle recently. I ended up having to get 2 new tires. One of the bolts broke, and to fix it, they'd have to pull the whole wheel. I mean, obviously the whole wheel and there's like a mounting bracket and a whole bunch of stuff. It's not something that they can drill, retap, and set it in post. So there's that. But that cost me a good little bit. Gas went down for $2.89, $2.99 to $2.89. Oh god, dang it! It parked exactly where I hate. I have to find a better place to park to get my stuff. And it's frustrating because I can't get in there. There's no way for a fucking park. Oh, that makes me so angry. You know, they deliver stuff to the stores. There's like 18-wheelers pull in and then drop some stuff off. Well, fucking 18-wheeler is parked over all of the parking spots anyway. And then there's like 4 or 5 people who are just parking in like the driveway area. So I can't get in and get my drinks, which pisses me off. Which I'm trying not to be. See, something happened the other day, and I got really, really mad about something. And then I got stuck behind somebody who was trying to get out of a parking lot. But they were trying to get out of the parking lot in the most annoying way. It's like they were trying to turn into oncoming traffic. And it was going to be a bitch to do. And they waited, and then there was a clear spot for them to go. And they didn't freaking go. It opened up for them like 2 or 3 times, and they still didn't go. So then they finally turned the other direction and went with traffic. And then I just was like, I'm sitting behind them, and I am literally in my head screaming at them. And I took a moment, and I was just like, okay, you know what? You don't need to be this mad. It's not that bad. It's okay. And it was okay. But I was so angry that it was just like, if I had expressed myself, I wouldn't have felt good about expressing myself. I would have been a real asshole. I would have been honking on the horn, like getting out of the fucking car, pointing at the goddamn road, being just like, in my head, that's what I really want to do. And then I thought about it, and I was like, maybe this is what Karens feel like. This guy is being overly cautious, which is a good thing. You don't want to just jump out into traffic. And, yeah, maybe be a little slow. Sorry. But you know who's not getting into a wreck and dying? This guy. And whether or not he would or wouldn't have, we won't know because he wouldn't fucking go. But he didn't. He or she. But no, I felt that anger getting really, really just, it pisses me off. And I was like, this is not good. This is not a good feeling. I don't want to feel this kind of justified anger, or what I felt was justified anger. Because some people are just douchebags, about everything. So, yeah, I had to take a moment, had to take a breath, felt a lot better, then moved on. But yeah, it was very frustrating. I started thinking about it. I was like, there's just a lot of people who have reached that point where their inner control doesn't go, hey, take a break. So, I don't know. But yeah. No, basically what I'm going to do now is I'm heading to a different gas station. I will get more drink and, yeah. And then I'll head to work. I might be a little late, but I mean, obviously we have determined that is not much of a problem for me. I mean, I don't like being massively late, but if I'm like 5 to 10 minutes, it's usually not that big of a deal. Sometimes even the boss isn't at that time. Mostly, the idea of the shop is that like we're all kind of like, it's morning when we get there. Some of us even like chill and drink our coffee. For some of the guys like sit up and just read the job sheet and see what's active, what's happening in the day. So, all right, well. And now I'm going to go and try to find some drinks. Something that's a little less on the sugary scale. And try to find some light teas or something. But anyway, that's just me. And everything that's gone on so far. Stuff's been pretty good. Haven't had any major upsets. It's not like I had any major upsets to begin with. It was just that I needed to know. And now that I know, I can do something about it. And slowly working on some other things, especially with the Ozempic. I went and applied for like a card, for a discount card. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to try to see if I can get that so that I can get the Ozempic. Because it'll be nice to have. And to do what the doctor wants me to do. And that'd be, awesome. Anyway, as always, I'm Sir Drinks a Lot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Also, rainy days, I want to stay home. I could have slept. I could have slept good, too. I feel it. I feel it in my core that I could have slept better.